about y'all, but I could use a beer. And it is National Beer Day. And oh, look at that golden amber. And as you can see, it is going to be delicious. It is wonderful to drink. And it is also wonderful to cook with, too.
Yes, Chef Jose Benitez has cooked for some big names, including a former president, so he's no stranger to getting creative in the kitchen.
Good afternoon, sir. It is a pleasure to see you. So what are we making today here?
Today we're just going to do a seafood bouillon base.
Okay.
It's very simple and everybody can duplicate it at home easily.
A little oil in the pan right here.
Please.
Okay.
We're going to do a little bit of shallots and sliced garlic.
And your microphone has just dropped off. So what we're going to do is we're going to look for this and try and find your microphone. We're going to get it fell down somewhere, so we're going to try and fish that out or get you a handheld mic. We'll get you something different, but we've got oil in the pan right here, and we've also going to put some shallots in and a little bit of garlic in there, and then we're going to get going.
Garlic, correct?
All right.
Turn up the heat a little bit.
All right, go ahead, turn that up, sir.
There we go. We're just going to cook that off a little bit, and then we're going to go ahead and add all the shellfish.
All right. So this is not an expensive dish, even though it looks
Very
really
inexpensive. It looks fancy, but it's not expensive. And as I said, anybody can duplicate this at home very easily.
Now, the one thing, though, you have to watch out for when you're cooking shellfish like this is you can't cook it too long. This is one of the dishes, once you start, you don't stop.
Most definitely, and you can't, yeah, you got to keep an eye on it most definitely the whole time.
Okay.
Because these things will overcook, and then once they overcook, they stick to the shells, and they just really, and they get rubbery.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're just going to cook the shellfish a little bit.
Okay.
And so while that's going, so when cooking with beer, what should folks remember?
Most definitely try to cook off as much alcohol content as possible, so that way it doesn't leave a bitter aftertaste to the dish. But it'll give it a richness to the dish as well, too.
And,
if you do it correctly.
And you know, like with wine, you want to cook it down, but with beer, you were mentioning earlier that there's so many flavors, right?
Exactly. Well, red wine is a little bit just more in depth of red wine, but with beers nowadays, there's so many flavors: cactus, lemon, lime, lemon, hibiscus, anything. So you can use anything to try to enhance a dish with any of these flavors that they're coming out with. Yeah, exactly.
Now this, you said it's like it's either like a soup, a stew. You could eat it right out of the pot if you wanted to with your hands. You could put it over rice. You could put it over pasta. Anything like that, right?
Most definitely. So you can do any of that. You can do it over pasta, over rice. You can grab some bread and dip it into the sauce and eat it just like that. Whatever you like.
Obviously, TV time, it's going to be going a little bit quicker, but in real time, about how long would this take? Do you wait for the mussels and the clams to pop open?
Most definitely, you do. Yeah, so we would just normally put a lid over it and let them open up.
Okay.
But that's ready for beer now if you're ready.
At this point, and then you got to put some butter in there and the beer?
We're going to do the beer first.
Okay.
About half of the beer. So that's going to basically be our broth. And we're just going to cook all the alcohol out of it. And then when it's cooked out, we're going to add butter to enrichen the broth. So and then chili flakes and salt.
And that's it?
That's it. That's it.
Oh,
when you have really good ingredients, you really don't have to mask it with anything.
And you said, as far as cooking with beer, because I've done it with bratwurst.
Okay.
And I've never thought of anything else because beer and brats, and that's about it. But you said even in pasta sauce?
Pasta sauce, so it'll get like a dark beer to enhance the flavor of the meat, to help give it a little bit more caramelization, a little bit more sugar content, and it'll enhance the flavor. Most definitely will.
Okay.
Amazing.
Right.
So instead of adding a little sugar to your homemade spaghetti sauce, you put the beer in there and it takes...
Most definitely.
I'll be darned. And if you think that's interesting, you know what else we're going to be making with this? Dessert.
Dessert, even better. And we're going to talk about your new food truck opening soon as well.
It is coming out pretty soon.
Yes. All right. Well, for more information on Curb Food Truck and Chef Jose Benitez, just go to our website, salive.com, and click on the As Seen on SA Live tab.
Mesdames et messieurs, vous écoutez une production Reggae Luxe. Mesdames et messieurs, vous écoutez une production Reggae Luxe.
Woo!